vile mulitoa taarifa hii mambo ya chief. Is it working? Mambo ya chajo ya ng'ombe mko na haja naye? Sisi tunataka madawa ya binadamu, hapana ya wanyama, si ndio? So ile shida iko Kenya ni mambo ya uongo.
I have given my message of condolence to Honorable Lene Kivuti. Yangu ni kweli, nimetoa yangu, si ni kweli? Sasa mimi pale nimefika mwisho ni kusema nimepokea ujumbe. Niwapatie, mnasema hivyo? Nisome nisisome? I have been advised wisely, you know, as a former speaker. As a former speaker, na mnajua the late JJ Kamodho used to say, talk about kura ya makelele. Nimesikia kura hiyo ya makelele. Yeah? Archbishop Jackson Ole Sapit, Dean Bishop Mashamba, and Bishop Kamau Kimani. We haven't met, so pardon me. And the entire clergy. My brother Lene Kivuti, and your dear wife, Dr. Hilda Kanini Kivuti, your family, the entire Ngongi family, the entire Nicodemus family, my good brother, the second Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, and your dear wife, Pastor Dorcas. Members of Parliament here present from both houses. Your Grace, I want to, as I speak here, as I pass my condolences to Lenny and Eric's wife, I want us to also be people who are cheerful, because I think, just like Honorable Kiraito has just acknowledged, I also wish to acknowledge that scripture about Job. It gives us a lot of hope. As many of you will know, for a period of 10 years, I served as the Speaker of the Kenya National Assembly, and I always took time to correct members of Parliament when I see them going wrong. I want to make a correction here. Please, all of you elected, do not stand before people and God and say, I am honorable so and so. No. You do not honor yourself. I've heard it there. You don't honor yourself. I honor my brother. My brother. You are honored by others, Norman. But I've heard people saying, I'm honorable so and so. I don't know, I'm honorable. No, please. I always told members of Parliament, don't do that. Say your name is Justin Muturi. First, the other person might ask you, oh, are you the member of Parliament for this or this? You say, yes, I am. Oh, mheshimiwa, wewe ndio huyo ndiye anakuheshimu. Si wewe unaanza kusema mimi ndio ati simu unapiga. Unaongea na mheshimiwa. How? I thought it was good for me to first of all lighten up this moment Because we've had a very good sermon. And yesterday in church, at the All Saints Cathedral, I did say that the general tradition in our community is not to engage too much in politics on such solemn occasions as this. Actually, Mheshimiwa Ruko, Eric passed on 9 days to his 41st birthday. And we have it, if you remember, from the father yesterday, that was looking forward to the Christmas festivities and celebrating Eric's 41st birthday. So indeed, many people may not, you can say, yes, we're condoling with Lenny, but I know the pain Lenny and Hilda and Eric's wife, the kids may not quite know it, but the pain in their hearts. But we are consoled by those very, very strong ones. Pass through to us through His Grace, the Archbishop today. But, Your Grace, yesterday I said I didn't want to say much, but today I'll say something. And you allow me to spend some little time. Because this is my brother, Lenny. In this area, Kanyambora, His Lordship the Bishop will know, the people only used to talk about 3 names. Lenny Kivuti, Elton Joe, and J.B. Muturi. In our midst here is somebody I went to school from Form 1, Engineer Murioki, the Member of Parliament for Bere South. Same day at Kangaroo. And on to you, Your Excellency, when I sat my first, because I sat twice, CPE, and it's good, you are going to read it in my book, it's just about out. And I was told that I had not made it to go to Kangaroo. I cried, and we went to this school here, this primary school here. Both Lenny, Engineer Joe, and a few others. I was told I was being taken to Siakago boys, Mheshimiwa Ke Roko. I said, Siakago, those days, Your Grace, and I want to confess here. My late father was not originally from here. He was from across the river, Gena. I'm not too sure how he came this way. But when he came here, the person who took him as his son is the old man, the grandfather Professor Mate talked about, Nicodemus. Mzee Nicodemus, who used to live where Lenny's home is, across here. Those of you who understand something called Woshokura, I'm sure Pastor Dorcas understands that. In the evening, sisi, tukiwa watoto wadogo sana, mimi nilikuwa natoka hapo nyuma tu kidogo, lazima tukuje hapo kwa mzee Nicodemus. That's why I also regard him as my grandfather, Lenny's grandfather. And something beyond, which Lenny spoke on these grounds during the burial of my mother on 2nd of June, 2018. He's the only one who can say it because he knows it. My father, Adiriwe Nicodemus. If many of you, I'm sure this may be a bit difficult. Maybe Norman Nyaga can translate for many of you may not understand. Gotira. Gotirwa. Eh? Now came my father, I get Tira, the gentleman who is, I think, the second born, Kwa Akina Lenny, another uncle of mine. I get it from my father. So this thing, traditionally, it is so strong. I was discussing with Sheila yesterday at the All Saints. That, you know, when we grew up, we used to go to say, I used to go watch also Virginia, I used to go watch also Penina, because that's the way these families were. I've taken this time and the liberty to say what I'm saying, because Lenny became our torch bearer. I know many people may wonder what is Muturi talking about. I think because they have had political differences with Lenny. That is politics. But the truth of the matter is, Lenny became our torch bearer, Adi Kangaroo. And the next year, engineer, the late Joey Elton, then when I was, the year after that, I was being told I cannot go and I'm going to Chicago, which was unfortunate. And it's not in bad taste if you're a Catholic. But there was no way I was going to go. I knew Chicago boys. It was a good secondary school, but you know it was run by the Catholic Church. There was no way I was going to go there or Kevote. My mind was set to go to Kangaroo because somebody had set the pace for us. This brother of mine here, Lenny Kifuti. And therefore, I pleaded with my father. I told him, no, please. Umepita unaweza kwenda Chicago, unaweza kwenda Kifuti. No, I'm sorry. I said, I am going to repeat because I must go to Kangaroo. I wanted to go to say this, Grace, because I am so deeply rooted in the Anglican Church that it runs deep in my veins. And the same I know with this brother of mine here. And by grace of God, the year that followed, and I was very sure, I was very, very sure I was going to go. And indeed I went. Another coincidence happened, Your Grace. Lenny alipomaliza form 4 akaenda Kianyaga. That is, now he now has another schoolmate here in the name of His Excellency, the former Deputy President. Coincidences, yeah? But I'm saying this because I read and I listened to what the kid said yesterday about Eric. In your time, there gets to a point when there's somebody who sets the pace. A person sets the pace for the rest. And you never know in life. It just opens up like that. I want to say this, my brother, Lenny. No matter what we say, I understand the pain. Eric's wife, I understand the pain. Hilda. And you know, I don't want to, if I start giving stories, it will be too much because then I'll go back to 1983 when I attended the wedding of Hilda and Lenny. At that time, I was a young magistrate in Wanakiraito. You could have seen me trying to buy what I consider to be a very good suit with some material bought from smuggled goods from Uganda. Let me say, I am not here to defend anything that has been said is wrong or has happened. In fact, I want to associate myself with the sentiments expressed that there can never be a situation where government says it does not know what is happening. I am not in charge of security docket. I'm only in charge of public service and human capital development. When I create, you know that. But this collective responsibility. We must all own up to our own deficiencies where they have been pointed out or where they occur. And therefore, I fully agree with the sentiments expressed. We cannot be here saying the great things that a young soul like Eric, what he has done, and then on the next day we are taking them and we don't know, and they are being taken all over and we don't know where they are, who is taking them. We cannot say we don't know. We are government. We are government. We are government. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I'm told most of the administrators have skipped, but never mind. Never live by fear. Never live by fear. Yeah? Because we are here as a country. We are here today to celebrate the life of this very brilliant young man. In fact, Lenny, I was thinking, you know, the contemplator. Eric, the contemplator. He contemplated anything. He conjured up all manner of things. IT. He was a leader. Indeed, we must celebrate Eric. And like you, he set the pace. He trailblazed, just like you did from this village. My Grace, my Lord Bishop, I'm very sorry for having taken that much time in praise of my brother Lenny, because unfortunately, it's only me and a few others who actually know Lenny very well. Some people at some point thought, oh, hawa watu wanasikizana kweli. Sisi na Lenny, unknown to many of you, we are great buddies. And those of you who can recall, on that day, 2nd of June 2018, people trying to play games, leaving out Lenny from the list of people who are going to speak at my mother's funeral. And I said, never. It will not happen. I said, no. This is my brother. He knows a lot about me. He can talk about my mother and talk about me like Mtoto akiwa, you know. How can you leave him out? So I'm sorry that I've taken that much long. I know watu wameketi kwa muda mrefu. Poleni. I've been given a message of condolence. I've been given a message of condolence from His Excellency the President. Yeah? I have given my message of condolence to Honorable Lenny Kevuti. I have given my message of condolence to Honorable Lenny Kevuti. Yangu. Ni kweli? Nimetoa yangu, si ni kweli? Sasa mimi pale nimefika mwisho ni kusema nimepokea ujumbe. Niwapatie, mnasema hivyo? Nisome nisisome? I have been advised wisely, you know, as a former speaker. As a former speaker, na mnajua the late JJ Kamodho used to say, talk about kura ya makelele. Nimesikia kura hiyo ya makelele. Yeah? This message is to the family of the Honorable Senator Lene Kivuti. I have the honor to deliver this message to the Honorable Lene Kivuti in public. With those very many remarks, waombolezaji wenzangu, wakazi wa Mbere, wakazi wa Embu, wa Kenya kwa jumla, nataka kusema asante sana kwa kunisikiza na kutusikiza zote wakati tumekuja hapa kuomboleza na ndugu yangu, familia yake, Mheshimiwa Lene Kivuti. Do I have the liberty? So, I want to say asanteni sana, na nataka kuwatambua wote ambao mmekuja, marafiki zangu ambao Bazuka, Senator Kenywa, Mteja, Mheshimiwa Jane Kihara, we call each other Mteja. She's my very good friend, she's a friend to my wife. Nyote asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, tusindikishe mtoto wetu. Thank you very much.
Basi, hebu tusimame kwanza, tusimame tuimbe ile wimbo tunaimba, wewe kemwathani rugendo-ini, first two stanzas. Wewe kemwathani rugendo-ini, two stanzas, ili tukaribishe neighbor wa Kivuti, kiongozi ambaye ni rafiki wa wengi, pamoja na pastor walete pia salamu. Wewe kemwathani rugendo-ini,
wewe kemwathani rugendo-ini, na mumenye wegotare nganja, ona wona thina tiga guoya, we guoko-ini gwake ndukahotu, na wendo gathikiririe ndeto cia andu, riria wina inya umenya wega, niwitikiritio menyithia andu, Yesu ne mokori wake.
Basi, asante. Tutauliza Pastor Excellency Punja kwanza. Tukae tafadhali ketini, Pastor Ruto'S. Basi, akimaliza kuleta message yake, sasa utaita His Excellency akuja pia lete salamu.
Bwana asifiwe. Bwana asifiwe tena. Our bishop and the leadership, clergy who are here, all protocols observed, our mother and father who have lost a brother, a son that we love. We have just heard that when Job was being brought bad news, everybody, you know, sometimes you take these things very lightly, and wakati mwingine watu wanachukua mzaha kifo. But it is a very serious, very, very tragic moment when you have a young person dying. Job, many people are coming. Many of you who have never gotten bad news, somebody comes and tells you, your children have all died. I'm the only one who has been left to come and bear the bad news. Another one, all your cattle, they are all dead. And a fire came from heaven and they were all burned. Bad news after bad news after bad news. And this man was a human being. And he was watching just like our mother and our brother here and the wife. The kind of atmosphere that they are in is where everything is just bad. But I have come to comfort you. There is a God who will never leave you. There is a God who will never forsake you. This God gave you a wonderful son and gave him a life that everybody is admiring. I was just looking at him sharp. And now you hear he went and represented Kenya and everything. And the potential for the family was great. And you looked forward that one day he will be able even to lead this country. But now he's nipped at the bud, at the place where you would have expected him to fly. Let me remind you, this God who gave you this son and allowed you to stay with him, he will heal you and he will wipe your tears. And the next thing which he will do, day by day, he will continue to speak and to take that place. And especially to my sister and your children, I will continue to pray for you and I'll be available for you. As a pastor, our work is to make sure that we lessen the pain and the grief by being with you. Mom is a pastor like I am, and so we know that we'll be standing with you. May God bless you. May God honor you. May where he has left now, God will step in. He says he's the husband to the widow, and this God does not lie. God bless you, and thank you very much. And now, I welcome the People's Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Your Grace, our Archbishop Jackson Olisapit, our Dean, Your Lordship, Bishop Masaba, na kanisa la Kristo, waziri wetu na mtoto hapa nyumbani, Justin Bedan Muturi, Stella, the wife of the late Eric, and your children, my friend, Senator Lene Kivuti and your wife and the greater family, wale viongozi wote ambao wamefika, watu wa Kanyombora, na watu ya Bere North, na watu ya Embu County, Gaine mwega, na hede ciothe, Geithia iciare na mwathani agocwo. Happy New Year. Senator Kivuti, my friend, and your wife and family have also come with my wife. Not as a leader, not as a politician, but a friend. Sisi ni marafiki kama familia na ndio tumefika hapa kukufariji. And to tell you pole for the loss of Eric, Stella and your children, as I told you when I came to the house in Nairobi. We'll pray for you, for God to give you comfort, to give you strength, to bear the loss and to bring up these young children the way Eric would have wanted. For the siblings, Brian, Alan, and Kreka, when we spoke, I saw how close you are to Eric. I know the gap is big. God will give you peace and courage. So Senator wetu na watu ya hapa tunasema pole. And that is why we came, to show togetherness in solidarity with our brother, because that is who we are as a people. Idwe adwago ko age koyo na Embu na Meru twe mutugo mwe wa bata muno muci uria wina maithori ithuothe tugokana gacigo kugiria andu aria meku maithori. Is a very strong tradition, and I want to encourage my people. Wale walikuja kwa hii boma na maombi, asanteni. Wale walilete msumari, asanteni. Wale walilete kuni, asanteni. That is our way. That when one of us is in tears, zote tunakuja kwa hiyo boma, tunakuja kuwapunguza machozi. And that is why we say we are happy as a people. Mzee Kiraito, don't worry about Mount Kenya East and West. Ile shida lifanya mimi nakosana na William Ruto ni kujaribu kugawanya Mount Kenya into two. Na nikamwambia haiwezekani. Kwa sababu tukikubali kugawanywa tumeisha. Our strength is our unity. And because of what they did, the mountain is more divided, is more united than it was. Na hakuna mtu tagawanya hii mlima. Hao Wagikuyu wa Embu wa Meru sisi ni kitu kimoja. Tuendelee kukaa namna hiyo. Na hii Januari nitaongea mwisho ya mwezi huu. Niongee nisiongee? Niongee nisiongee? Nimesikiza wazee, nimesikiza watu ya kanisa, watu ya biashara, professionals, naendelea kusikiza ground. Tutatoa mwelekeo ya watu ya mlima vile tutaishi kwa hii Kenya. Ndio siku ingine tusijikute kwa ile shimo tumewekwa. Si ndio? Unajua speaker wa Embu umesema ati niwasamehe wale walinifukuza. Mimi sina shida na hawa, mimi hawakunikosea. Wale walikosewa ni wenye kunichagua na ni watu hawa. Kwa hivyo wewe ukitaka amani uombe msamaha kwa nani? Sio mimi sina shida. Mimi si mtu ya kuchaguliwa. Sasa ukiniondoa na nichaguliwa, si umekosea wale walinichagua? So nyinyi mko na shida, mkuje muongee na hii watu. Na unajua hii wabunge wetu hii wabunge wetu walidanganywa ati shida ya Kenya ni Rigathi Gachagua. Ati akitolewa barabara zitajengwa. Simejengwa sasa? Ati akitolewa kutakuwa na maji, iko maji? Ati ikitolewa iko madawa kwa hospitali, iko madawa? Sasa nyinyi wabunge, how foolish can you be? Mtu alidanganya sisi na Biblia. Na mnajua alitudanganya. Anaita nyinyi tena anadanganya nyinyi. Mnapiga ndugu yenu. Sasa mko na shida na hawa, mtaonana na hii watu. Sisi tuseme Archbishop Sapit, I want to thank you my brother and the church. The church is the conscience of the nation. A time like this one, when everybody has been silenced, is only the church that can speak for us. Kwa hivyo tunakuomba Archbishop na kanisa la ACK, continue speaking for the people of Kenya. Vile mulitoa taarifa hii mambo ya chief, is it working? Mambo ya chajo ya ng'ombe, mko na haja naye? Sisi tunataka madawa ya binadamu hapana ya wanyama. Si ndio? So ile shida iko Kenya ni mambo ya uongo. Na ndio mimi nilipata matatizo pale kwa serikali kwa sababu mimi mtu ya ukweli. Na wale ni watu ya uongo. Hata saa hii maneno ya abduction. Rais alisema hakuna, alisema karibu mara 5, si ndio? Juzi akasema iko. Saa hii nimeona kibaraka yake huko ile mjumbe anatumianga ati anadanganya wa Kenya ati hii abduction Rigathi Gachagua ndio anafanya. Ni ujinga si ujinga? You know how you respect the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya are very intelligent. And you people are running out of lies. Mumedanganya watu mpaka you have started believing in your own lies. So wale vijana wamekuwa abducted hapa Embu. Iko kijana anaitwa nani? Huyo kijana alipotea. Isipokuwa ni huyu mheshimiwa anaitwa Mukoji, nasikia akiongea. kijana wa Embu ametekwa nyara. Mkoji kijana mdogo. Dale nyama ikihura mkuha, huyu ndio anaongea. Gavana wa Embu amenyamaza. Amenyamaza. Seneta huyu Mundigi alisema anaonekana, amenyamaza. Huyu mbunge wenu Roko amenyamaza. Huyu mtoto wa Embu tunataka kuuliza rais na serikali, huyu kijana mlete yeye nyumbani, na kama mumeua yeye mtuletee mwili tuzike. But it cannot be kijana ametekwa nyara, governor alichaguliwa na watu amenyamaza, MP wamenyamaza, wamewachia tu huyu mjumbe moja, huyu Mkoji peke yake ndio anaongea. And Mheshimiwa Karemba, I want to thank you. Wewe ulisimama with your own conscience. Ulitishwa, ukapewa pesa, ukakataa, ukasema huwezi piga ndugu yako. Wengine hawa walikuwa wanapewa shilingi 1500 mbele yake. Sasa waliambiwa watapewa 2 billion ya development. Imekuja hapa Pere North? Iko ama hakuna? So that is a problem. Na mimi niseme nikimalizia, huyu ndugu yangu huyu Lenny Kivuti, mimi hatukuwa na yeye kwa siasa mwaka uliopita. Na mimi munisamehe kwa sababu nilimpiga kiasi, nikisaidia yule mrembo. Munisamehe kwa hiyo makosa. Mumenisamehe? Huyu ni mzee wa maana, ni mzee ako na hekima. Na mzee Kiraitu hakuna haja huyu apewe kazi ya kufagia. Huyu acha wananchi wapewe kazi. Munataka apewe kazi ya kufagia ama mnataka kumpatie kazi? Hii ya kufagia utapatiwa asubuhi, unafutwa saa 8. Kwa hivyo mimi nasema going forward katika siasa yetu ile tunapanga mwaka huu, mimi na huyu Senator Kivuti tutatembea pamoja, safari moja. Work together. Kwa hivyo mimi sitaki nipitishe hapo. Andu abere ni twaiguithania. Tunyite muthuri oguoko. Ni mwauga turute wira nake. Tuthie thabari imwe. Na ni tukumwira kuria tuguthie. Ngeigana murauga twamwira kuria tuguthie ni mugutima thutha. Hiyo ni sauti ya Embu. Na nguvu ya Kenya iko na wananchi hawa. Nyinyi wabunge muongee huko, mkule pesa, mtarudi hapa. Na maneno itakuwa kali. Unajua ile kitu tumepata hasara kubwa sana. Ile hasara tumepata kubwa sana, Archbishop, is the quality of leaders ambayo tulipeleka Senate and National Assembly. Huyu mzee anaitwa Raila Odinga. He has never been president, but he is in every government because of the quality of leaders anapeleka parliament and Senate. Sisi tunaenda tunaokota anything. Tukipewa pesa kidogo, sionekanangi, mnapea yeye Senate. Sasa mkifika pale, mnapata quality ya leaders iko chini, si ndio? Sasa mwaka ujao wa 2027 tutaweka darubini. Tunakagua wewe kabisa. Babako ni nani? Mamako ni nani? Anaendaga kanisa ama aendi? Ameshaiba kalamu ya mtu wakiwa standard 4 ama bado? Wewe unaweza uza jamii ama uwezi uza jamii? Kwa sababu ile shida tumepata ni viongozi kuuza sisi kama jamii. Wakatusaliti, wakakula pesa, wakauza jamii. Ndio tumepata ile shida tuko nayo kama watu ya mlima. Kwa hivyo going forward, Mzee Kiraitu, we want caliber of leaders who shall be elected in this region to be tested, proven, patriots who cannot sell the community for their own stomachs. Kwa sababu hapo ndio tumepata shida. Na hiyo tutapangana na wananchi hawa, wanajua nyinyi. Nitwaiguithania andu aitu. Nimukugeithania. Nimurenda ndioka gucera ringi. Ndioka ringi. Ngai witu amurathime. Amwike wega. amwaramirie mihaka murore magukumia amugitire kuma kwi ndwari ninde mwendete muno andu a mbere Ngai witu amurathime na mwiko